Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. It's a new week, and we're going to do another pick. Nice video, kind of picking out roughly about 10 comics that you should keep your eye on this week. It's not necessarily the ones I think are most entertaining, but ones that kind of stand out to me of either like worth checking out, maybe good investments, and some of them will be the entertainment factor because, you know, I do read some of these ahead of time. Starting off, we got Arrowsmith #1. Kurt Busiek is the writer. Carlos Pacheco, Jose Rafael Fronteras, and Jose Villarrubia are the artists. So it's Busiek is kicking off his era at Image. Arrowsmith is what's doing it. It's a series takes place in World War I. Instead of bullets and tanks and all that stuff, we've got dragons and wizards and all that. It sounds really cool. It's a new volume of the series. The previous volume will be out in February in a new hardcover. So if you haven't seen that, or if you haven't read that, which I haven't, we're going to get a chance to do that relatively soon, so that's pretty cool. Also from Image, we've got Bolero #1. That's by Wyatt Kennedy is the story. Luana Vecchio is the artist, and lettering by Brandon Grimm. So an artist review, we got a very glowing review. Bolero #1 is a primer on love, pain, and loss that prepares readers for a deeply intimate and rough story that's sure to connect on many levels. I think that's a really wonderful recommendation for that. Next, we got a few from Marvel. Not so much. I'm pumped on these. I just want to point them out because they're #1 issues. We got Ben Reilly, Spider-Man #1, J.M. DeMatteis, David Baldi, and Steve Scroce. She-Hulk #1, Rainbow Rowell, Rohei Antonio, Jen Bartle. Silk #1, Emily Kim, Takeshi Miyazawa, In-Hyuk Lee. Silver Surfer Rebirth by Ron Mars and Ron Lim. And the X Lives of Wolverine #1, or 10 Lives of Wolverine #1. I'm going to go 10. We're not quite sure. Benjamin Percy, Joshua Cassara, Adam Kubert, Frank Martin. All #1s. Our #1s tend to be, you know, or maybe worth checking out. I don't think necessarily any of these are going to really blow up. It's possible Silk and She-Hulk will down the road, but we'll see on that one. And I read X Lives of Wolverine. I'm kind of on it personally. Devil's Reign, Villains for Hire #1 by Chip Zdarsky, Marco Cicchetto, and then Devil's Reign #1, or Devil Reign's X-Men #1 by Jerry Duggan, Phil Noto. I want to point those out too. Devil's Reign has been a really, really cool event. Wilson Fisk is making his play and going after the heroes of New York City, or just heroes in general. I've been enjoying it. I think it's been a really solid event so far, and the couple spin-offs, the miniseries stuff, have actually been really good. It's one of the few ones where the miniseries, I think, are actually really solid. After that, we got Animal Castle #2, Ablaze by Xavier Dorson, Felix Delip. So this is a new take on the classic story Animal Farm. The first issue sold out, really high quality. I'm expecting the second issue to sell out. Remember that second issues tend to have a lower print run of the first issues. So there's a good chance this is going to be a hard one to get. Since the first one sold out, I'm going to guess the second one is. This could be a good one to invest in. This one is just really solid because of the previous work on this. So we got Art of Sushi, graphic novel published by NBM. Frankie L. Alarcon is the person behind it, writer and artist. So it's really simple. Learn about sushi. Alarcon did one previously about chocolate, in the world of chocolate, and I learned a hell of a lot. I didn't know much about chocolate apparently, and this was a really solid. It was a solid graphic novel. So I'm thinking Art of Sushi is going to be just as good. And me not knowing anything about sushi, like I'm pretty pumped on that one. So recommend that. I think that's worth checking out. Also very different. You know. Different is good when it comes to comics. Don't all need to be the same. We got Shadowman #5 from Valiant. Colin Bunn, John Davis Hunt, Jordy Belair, Clayton Cowell. Shadowman has been an awesome relaunch from Valiant. The first 4 issues were fantastic. 5th issue kicks off Deadside War. Why I think the Deadside War is going to be really important is that it clearly they're hinting at that this is going to have a bigger ramifications on the Valiant universe as a whole. And on top of that, there's going to be a lot of spin-offs of this. There is going to be a board game coming out that is having to do with the Deadside War. And clearly, Valiant's got bigger pictures when it comes to that. I love the idea of a comic and a board game tie-in, so we're going to see about that. I think there's some really cool potential on that. I'm excited. Finally, wrapping this all up, we got Batman the Knight from DC. Chip Zdarsky, Carmine Di Giandomenico. So this is Bruce Wayne before he became Batman. He's still in school, still learning his stuff. I read the first issue. It's good. It doesn't blow me away. The reason I'm still including this is because Zdarsky has really shown that he can do serious comics that play off in the long run. His run on Daredevil is fantastic. He's a hell of a writer, so I'm hoping he brings that magic to this series. We'll see. We'll definitely see. The first issue I think was good. As I said, not great. Didn't totally blow me away, but I'm looking forward to reading more of it. So it's everything that I'm recommending this week. We're going to have more recommendations on the site. We have our highlights that we do at Tuesday when we go over the new releases at noon, and then at 1 o'clock we also have our picks of the week. Some of that is the stuff we've read and really enjoyed. Some of this will probably be included for that as well. So as always, if you want the latest news, previews, interviews, whatever, reviews, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.